Hello, my friends. What's up, everyone? The next topic I'm about to get into is touchy and sensitive, and I may lose some of my audience, followers, talking about it. I am the sports judge. If this is your first time, welcome. But I can't remain silent anymore. I cannot go without talking about this. This is something I must talk about because, like the internet, are athletes themselves with their large platforms, we often inject trending topics, whether that be politics, social justice issues, racism, or gun violence. They say to keep politics out of sports. Well, politics has become so integrated within every aspect of our lives. So it's nearly impossible to keep politics away from sports. I mean, you're going to find a way to bring up politics when discussing sports. It's just going to happen, you know? And police shootings of black people is a larger problem ingrained in the fabric of our society. The Sonya Massey shooting is absolutely heartbreaking. The absolute worst. It was wrong. It was unnecessary. It didn't have to happen. Police brutality and shootings against the black community continues to add to the trauma that my people deal with every single day. It has to stop at some point. It has to come to an end. I'm not sure if it ever will come to an end. It's beyond disgusting and it's frustrating. And I'm just tired. We're tired. We're exhausted. We're angry. I can feel the rage up inside of me. And I have shared some thoughts on social media on the horrific shooting over the last couple of days. This was a 36-year-old black woman who was shot in the face by a cop because she was holding a pot of boiling water. And our basketball team is about to take the court to represent this country. This country? America? They're going to play a basketball game? They're going to play in the Olympics? If sports stopped every time a police officer kills an unarmed black person, do black lives suddenly matter to you when they're not dribbling, shooting, rebounding, or entertaining? You know, as I always say, black people are accepted if they can entertain. Black people being killed and abused by the police who are assigned to protect and serve, and y'all want my people to entertain? It's okay when they're entertaining, but then when they're off the court or when they do something bad, then you want to treat them like criminals. Through national tragedies and crises, sports has always been an excellent diversion, an escape from reality. How can it be now? How can it be when it's affecting those in the black community? And when it's all black players representing Team USA? You can't tell me those men are not affected by this. They're human. It could be somebody close to them, somebody that they know that got shot and killed by the police. And you know, these guys are going to use their platforms and influence to speak up, and their influence to speak up for the black community. The only way to collectively protest against police violence is playing no basketball at all. How about we pull out of the Olympics? You know, fuck that gold medal. That gold medal is not important right now. That gold medal does not matter. A young lady just lost her life to a police officer. I support the idea of Team USA not playing for its country in protest following the police killing of Sonya Massey. The worthless piece of shit deputy, Sean Grayson, is facing murder charges after firing shots and killing Massey, who called the police in order to report a potential intruder at her place of residence. Can't even feel safe in your own home. Can't even call these people to come to your house. Stop calling them. Stop calling these people because they don't give a damn about you. They're not going to protect you. Grayson, indicated to law enforcement after the deadly shooting that he was fearful for his safety and said that Massey was approaching him with a pot of boiling water. Oh, bullshit. This guy was waiting to kill someone. He wanted to kill. He wanted to kill her. The low-life piece of shit that he is had every intent to kill her. I watched the video. The video was very disturbing. It was hard to get through that video. I struggled watching that video. Sadly, the police won't even protect us. Why would we hurt you? You called us, is what he said. And he proceeds to go in the fucking house when he had no business going in the house after she said she do not need anything else from them. She responded and said no. Asked again. She said no. And you end up in that woman's house. Why? So why the fuck did you go inside the house when she specifically told you everything was good? She told you multiple times that it was okay for you to leave. That everything was good. I'm not a person who likes to talk about this because I take it personal and it makes me angry. And not only that, when you talk about issues like this, it alienates your following, your followers. People tend to get angry about it, but this had to be talked about. He didn't only hurt her, it was cold-blooded murder. That's some diabolical bullshit. And I blame these law enforcement agencies for just allowing any and everybody to be police officers or sheriff's deputies. If you watch the video, look at how combative and aggressive he was. Like he was ready to kill her. He was ready to kill that girl. He created a situation that didn't need to happen. Oh, she came at me with a brawling pot of water. A brawling pot of water. You ordered her to remove from the stove, and then you act like Mr. Badass, threatening to shoot her in the face, and you did just that. You shot and killed her. You shot and killed this girl. You took this girl's life for nothing. For nothing. After she called you guys to do your job as police officers. This officer came in and shot her and refused for his partner to render aid to her and then said she was done. And I thought watching the video, I heard him chuckle a bit as he was saying she was done. Look, I'm not remaining silent anymore. Stand up for her and fight. This should not have happened. This is sickening. Every U.S. athlete should boycott the Olympics. That goes for the basketball players, the swimmers, track and field stars, all of them. Don't even go. Don't even go to Paris. Fuck that gold medal. Until things change in this country, that gold medal can wait. It does not matter. We need to turn up for her like George Floyd. This country is fucked up. It's majorly fucked up. This country has a serious issue. It really is. It's bad. I can't bring myself to watch that video of Sonya Massey a second time. I can't. I can't do it. USA failed her like so many others. They failed her. She called out that demon and he killed her. Satan got angry when she said, rebukes him in the name of Jesus. You get shot for holding a pot. The cop shoots her after asking her to put down the pot. I promise to never rebuke in front of a police officer, because you know what? I might get shot if I rebuke in front of a police officer. If I say I rebuke the name of Jesus, the officer might shoot me. Welcome to America. Not only is this disgusting, how can any U.S. Olympic athlete represent America? Forfeit the events and come home. Don't let the world forget that a black unarmed woman was killed in her own home by police. Sonya Massey should be alive today. The officers could have used other tactics and options. We live in a country where an Olympic gold medal is more important than black lives. This is why athletes like LeBron James, who speak up, are inspiring. This is why a lot of people don't like LeBron James. I criticize him for the player that he is. I don't criticize him for the person that he is. I criticize the player, not the person. I saw Yankees Marcus Stroman's tweet via X about the slaying, and I like how athletes use their platform to speak on social issues. They're not robots. They're human, and they have feelings as well. They should continue to use their platform to push conversations to the forefront. End it with the world needs it. Because that's exactly what we need. We need more people to speak up on these type of issues. Because this is what the country is facing. This is what the country is dealing with. And those who are competing in the Olympics, representing this country, and I understand some athletes are afraid to speak up. At times, I'm afraid as well. Sometimes I just feel like it's best to keep my mouth shut. But I couldn't this time. And keep in mind, they are the ones who make the Olympics happen. Without them, the games don't exist. Without the athletes, there's no sports. So they have the right to protest, to bring social issues to light. Their voices matter. I will never understand the morons who tell athletes, teams, and sports pages to stick to sports. Who the hell are you? You don't tell me what I can and cannot talk about, because these are important issues and these issues matter. And whenever these players speak out now and you get these ignorant, racist assholes saying to shut up and dribble, you know, my immediate reaction is, you shut up. You shut up and you let these people be heard. You know, and suddenly those who are rooting for you no longer like you, all because you stated how fucked up this bullshit really is. This is bigger than the Olympics or any sporting event. So we're not just sticking to sports. We've done that long enough. Now is the time to speak up and let our voices be amplified. We're standing up for Sonya Massey, a life lost over a cowardly act from a young punk who had no business being a police officer. I'm mentally drained. I'm worn down. I really am. I'm worn down from it all. I'm just tired of it. I'm just really tired of it. Every fucking year, and it seems like every month we're hearing about this. Somebody getting shot by the police, and these athletes are not just here for our entertainment. I'm glad they are using their voices and power more. The realities of injustice and inequality in our country are bigger than sports. That's how change begins. You have to affect change. The possibility of a boycott from USA Olympic athletes would come to no surprise. We need to talk about what's more important than a damn gold medal. And it's all the social justice issues. That's what's more important. That's what we need to be talking about. We need to bring that to people's attention. Raise awareness. In order for those people who are oblivious to really get it, you must have empathy. Empathy only happens when you listen and are willing to understand what the black community is dealing with. And by stopping sports, what it does, it takes themselves, the athletes I'm talking about, out of the limelight and allow people to reflect and focus on the issues in our country. Because sports are a distraction and gives people a reason to ignore the bigger issues, and this cannot be ignored any longer. It cannot be ignored any longer. Enough is enough. It's enough. And athletes are tired as well. And they are no longer going to remain quiet in the name of social injustice in their home cities and beyond. So I stand with the athletes. I support all athletes who choose to boycott. If they choose to boycott, play, and even in the forthcoming days in protest of the continuing acts of police brutality and its lack of accountability. I stand with every single one of them. I applaud them. I salute these athletes. This is what it's all about. Sacrifice. This is what it's all about. Being fearless. You know, letting your voice be heard. Telling the people out there how you really feel. I'm proud of these players today standing when things like this take place in our country. And so many others have been victimized, are shot, and killed by rogue police officers. In the coming days, we could witness one of the most historic and groundbreaking moments in sports history for fighting for social justice with U.S. Olympic athletes boycotting events. I really hope they do. I really hope so. Like, I hope they pull out. I hope they realize what just happened, what just transpired again in this country, and they say, you know what? I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to participate in these Olympics. I'm going to take time away from this. I wouldn't compete knowing what's going on in our society due to color. I would have pulled out by now. Honestly, if that's just me, I would have pulled out by now. The Olympics can wait. But we must demand justice for all police brutality victims. It would show a lot of courage for these athletes not to represent a nation that is built on racial bias, police shootings, mass shootings, gun violence, injustice, and inequality. This bullshit should end. This bullshit has to end. It has to stop. There is so much going on in the world that Black Lives Matter protests, that the Black Lives Matter protests should be getting the attention it needs. Not our black man shooting a damn ball into the basket. That right now doesn't matter. That's secondary. My thoughts and prayers go out to Massey's family and those who are going through these difficult times right now. My thoughts and prayers are with the family in these difficult times, and I pray that her family finds and and peace. And I pray for healing and comfort at this time. It's a really, really unbelievably sad story, really is. And I think these athletes will take heed to that. I think they are tired as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of these athletes don't compete. I just want them to, boycott, step away from sports for a minute, and you know, um, show them more than they can tell them. And I think that would be the best move for any athlete as of right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. You guys are awesome. It's been fun. Um, you know, I would like to talk about something more positive, obviously, but I had to tackle this story. This is a big story right now. In the world, not just in the sports world, but in the world in general, because this kind of stuff keeps happening, and we're tired of this. We're over it by now. It's just exhausting, and enough is enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. We'll talk soon. If you guys like my content, you guys know where you guys can find me, and you guys know you can always hit the subscribe button, and you can come back for more. Thanks, everyone. I'm wrapping it up now. I'm out of here. I'm checking out. Peace.